Right guys, so stuff just happens. A lot of people move things onto yin and yang, it's just my luck. A lot of justifications for things going wrong. But from what I'm aware, there has been studies that show that luck on average is the same for everybody. Now, I'm not looking into it in great depth because the definition of luck, by definition, is luck. It's, you know, it's more about how you deal with things in life. See, if you're always glum, miserable, and downward, you're probably going to encourage more downward stuff. It's why people talk about surrounding yourself with positive-minded people, etc. I've got to admit, I'm a bit in and out with that stuff, because if we all decided to look to people that are better than us, in the sense of if you're trying to climb the corporate ladder and your only interest is self-preservation, so you hang around with people that are senior to you in the hope that you get a bite at the cherry and don't do the same for others, then it's sort of self-defeating. Paying it forward is actually a higher value to me. I'm actually very happy when somebody does really well, especially if I've been lucky enough to be one of the people that have helped them along the way. But a lot of the stuff that's out there, it's about how you are as a person. You know, I think there's been too much focus on things like people's weight, because it's what do you call it, cosmetic, surface, vain. Because if you look at, say, John Candy as somebody and look up about his life, you'll find he was quite a positive guy, but he's a fat guy, big fat guy, but seemed like a really nice guy to be around. Some of the most shallow people I know are fixated on themselves, so it's obviously not that's the important bit. It's about being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable in recognizing when things are wrong, being able to actually just laugh it off without looking like the Joker. It is actually just being able to go, whatever, I can't, you know, when things are really bad. I've had it before where, you know, somebody's having a rant. I mean, there was a funny one years ago where I had a medium wheelbase transit van, and there was this like narrow petrol station, so there's like four pumps, but because the van's so big, I can only just get in between and take all four up because it's long wheelbase at the back and it's wide. If you can't open the doors if you're towards the pump. So this guy was ranting at me in a Jaguar because he couldn't fill his car, and he's shouting, and it's like, look, you can't park. I says, I can't open my door if I'm up against the pump. And he's like, yeah, I know that, but you're taking up all the pumps. It's like, he's acting like a child. There's nothing I can do about it. I needed to refuel. So while he was shouting and he was like ranting at everybody around about, look at this guy, look at this guy, I was just smiling and laughing. And his mother got out the car. He was driving a Jaguar. He even had driving gloves, just to put it in perspective, the sort of person. If you have driving gloves, you're probably one of the few people I know has them that isn't on a motorbike. But even his mother was like then arguing with my girlfriend at the time about, oh, he's taking up all the. It's like, yeah, because she couldn't even get out the van. She had to wind her window down to have this old lady argue with her. And I just walked in, paid for the fuel, and walked out, smiling and laughing, not caring. My ex, well, she's not my ex obviously, but my girlfriend at the time asked, well, you know, why aren't you annoyed? It's like, well, I've ruined his day, he hasn't ruined mine. I found it quite funny. You know, let's face it, there's no easy resolution there beyond just let me fill up and get out of the way, because the vehicle was too big. But there's an example. A lot of people let things get to them, and a lot of stuff that we let get to us is things that we can't control. You know, if you've got a big credit card bill coming in, you know it's coming in. Don't worry about it. Just deal with it when it comes in. It's not. Well, you know the postman's gonna deliver it. Don't let it rule your life. What you need to do is just understand that you may need to look at how you control your debts, how you control your finances, how you can reduce your spending. I mean, this is why I drive this lovely little Peugeot. Cheap insurance, cheap tax, fairly reliable. I'm saying fairly reliable because she is getting a bit older now. But I think I spent what £4,000 when I bought her, and she's earned three to four times that in a year, and I've had her a few years now. So a lot of the stuff that's around us, we may often want to blame other people for. We have to have a new Mercedes, or, well, like we got a new car in Spain. I didn't want a new car, but the mechanics are so bad, I bought a new car. It was cheap. Like that, I'm laughing it off because what did I get out of it? I got a reliable car. I got to stop dealing with the headaches of mechanics pretending that they can fix the bloody thing we had. And then it's getting worse. You know, last time they didn't even bolt half the bloody engine stuff around. All the plastic bits were all just loose on the top. Hence, that mechanic gets stuffed to be. I won't even speak to you in the street, mate. But like there, I don't let the mechanic annoy. I don't go up and start ranting at him, because I know what he did. He gave it to someone else to fix my car. I trusted him to do it, and I knew it was a skilled thing that he probably couldn't do. But he obviously didn't check their workmanship, so he damaged my car. But I don't rant about it, I just move on. Life's too short. It's like, didn't get the pay rise you wanted. Alright, work a little bit less, take a little bit less interest. Look at what some of the other people around you do. Are they working less? Yeah, well, just work like them. Not happy with it? Get another job then, change. No point getting annoyed. It's all very passive though, isn't it? Well, it's not, because if anything's annoying you, stressing you, causing you anxiety, bothering you, it's affecting you. And a lot of the people that do stuff to you probably doesn't even bat in their eye. You know, they won't even think about it. Won't cross their mind. You know, they're doing it all day long. It's a bit like a bailiff. Yeah, a bailiff does it all day long. Do you think he cares about the stress and anxiety it causes to people? Absolutely not. He just does his job. I'm just doing my job. And that's one of the phrases you'll hear from bailiff, you'll hear from police, you'll hear from other people that dismiss what they're doing from an empathetic point of view is, I'm just doing my job. You know, when somebody tows your car away, they're just doing their job. They're actually doing the deflation piece of nothing to do with me. Yeah, I'm the guy doing it, but I can't really say much. I just work here. Take zero responsibility. And this is part of what you need to understand, is this is where your abilities come from. If you can create that mindset around a lot of the stuff that you're dealing with, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in some of the relationships I know are quite funny, because some of the women are quite argumentative and annoying, and the guys are so passive. I mean, literally, their wives can be ranting at them, and they're as if they're like, yeah, well, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. They do not care. They don't care at all. And those guys are probably going to live to about 100 because they just let everything just wash over them. There is nothing people could do to annoy them. You know, they can have the worst day ever, and still not even be concerned about it. They don't let anything get to them. Now, I will also add, some of this also occurs when you've had stuff happen to you that is proper bad. When something, you know, I don't know, the loss of somebody occurred, or major illnesses and things like that, they can have an outcome that is similar, where you become passive because you've already survived something far, far worse than dealing with you can't afford this month's credit card payment because you've already been in the pits of hell. So you're just like, whatever. So why am I saying this? I'm normally all positive on keeping your debts down and everything else. I am. It's still the same. What I'm saying is, for your own benefit, what you need is the ability to actually shut some of this down and just not go to bed with it. Don't take it home. Problems at work. If you need to go to the pub for a pint before you go home because your boss is a twat, go for a pint. Go to the gym. Go and speak to a mate. Go and video game at the bloody arcade. If it keeps headaches out the house, it keeps your relationship in a good space. Nothing worse than you bring problems home, your problems then get in your relationship, so you argue with your partner, and then you take those problems to work, and you're in a cycle where you're angry at work and angry at home. You don't want to be anywhere near that stuff. Anyway, that's enough for today. Thanks for watching.